Hello, I'm Todd Griffee. I'm the author of Touché, a Notre Dame All-American's Spiritual Guide to Success. Now, the idea for this book came about when my wife Bonnie and I took a road trip from the Chicago area to Yellowstone National Park a couple summers ago. On that journey, she asked me, how did you ever become an All-American at Notre Dame? I mean, you were just this local kid, especially in a sport like fencing, which is so unique. So as I explained this to her about how I made this journey, she's like, wow, there's a lot of students that could get something out of this book. And Bonnie, who's been in public education for over 20 years, described to me how everything is about math and English standardized testing, and a lot of subjects like geography, history, music, art, social studies, social interactions for that matter, are just put on the back burner. And she said, children could really use this book and young adults to hope provide goals and ways to succeed in life. And as we got talking about it, all the lessons that my mentor, Coach Mike DeChico at Notre Dame, had taught me had served me well throughout my whole in life, through trials and tribulations, from successes all the way up to becoming an NCIS investigator. I use the same principles that I used from being a young child to becoming a Notre Dame All-American. So I'm like, adults could get something out of this. People that are, stuck in life and haven't found their life purpose could learn something from this and have a roadmap to how they could succeed. So Bonnie agreed with me, and she's like, you need to write a book. And she didn't ask, she demanded. She says, you just need to write a book. This would help people. So I did. And the book chronicles my journey from being 10 years old, how I found my principle, ambition in life, and how to overcome goals and obstacles. So each chapter in the book is broken down into a little story of what had happened and how I overcame an obstacle or fulfilled the next step that I need to complete for my journey. And each chapter also has an activity for the reader to think about what principles you might be interested in and obstacles you might have to overcome to make your dreams a possibility as well. So that's how it's broken up. Now, most of my writing has been for criminal investigation, usually for the purpose of sending somebody to jail. So doing this type of writing was actually very enjoyable because I could just express myself with the lessons that I had learned. And hopefully people will get something beneficial out of it and positive out of it. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm doing with this spoon. Well, the book starts with a spoon much like this, but I guess you'll have to read the book to find out. So I hope you enjoy Touché. And I chose the name not only because you think of fencing when you think of, oh, Touché, you scored, but it's more than that. It is when somebody makes a good point or comes up with a good idea, somebody will go, Touché, good point. But it's also deeper than that, because in French, touché translates literally to touch. And I hope this book touches you and touches your life to where you can see the miracles that God worked in my life. You can have hope He can work miracles in your life too. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the book.